Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video was going to be about how it's time to jump over to collecting Japanese instead of English because the prices are just getting too crazy over here in English. I kind of made that transition probably after around 151 came out, just because 151 prices were just so expensive compared to the Japanese counterpart, right? Illustration rares in Japanese are just like, a couple bucks, maybe $5 maybe. $20 for the most expensive one, being like this Eevee. But every other set after that has always had illustration rares or art rares over there, like in the $3 range. So it's very affordable compared to what they are in English. So I made that jump just because I'm saving myself over 90%, right, for the same cards and better quality over there if you have texture cards. So I made that jump last year, and I was gonna make a video about how you guys should too, just because it's so crazy over here, right? We're Prismatic Evolution, go for $200 box breaks right now on Whatnot, and then but Terrasso Festival I was able to obtain for $57 just weeks before release date. So my worst fear has happened. Battle Partners, the newest set coming out in a couple weeks, it's already going for $100 online. After shipping and import tax, this is going for over $100, okay? So we got pre-order boxes going for over $100, which is not the reason why I started collecting Japanese. I started collecting Japanese because booster boxes over there are like $50. And we don't even know the full set yet for the Battle Partners. We have 2 Iono cards, so Iono being a very popular waifu card over there, but I thought the waifu craze died. But most likely we'll get a Lily and a N special illustration rares to go with these two, and then you can expect the Lily art rare as well, and I don't know what else to expect. But we don't know the full set list, and it's already going for $100, so I think once you see Lily, it might even go up even higher depending on how good the card looks. And Zoroark probably won't change the price as much as Lily would. So like I said, normal prices for Japanese booster box over the past year has been around the $40 to $50 range, as you can see, depending on what's in it, right? The hype on Japanese booster boxes are not as crazy as the English side, right? Even with this having a $100 card right now, the booster box value is still $46. A $250 Pikachu in Japanese is only a $60 booster box. So even with very high prices cards in these two, and even this one having the Iono, which is the most expensive card, waifu card out here, is still only $56. The Japanese booster box values have not been crazy. And 151, this one is only $100. So I think it's been holding steady. Let's just take a look at the price. Yeah, not crazy climbs. Price is very manageable, very steady. English side, prices just keep going up, right? Twilight Masquerade, this one just sold out of the Pokemon Center, and now once it sells out of the Pokemon Center, there's always a great jump, like immediate jump to new high. So that's pretty much a 15% increase as soon as it goes out of stock. So that's just covers your fees if you sell online. So don't get too excited yet, guys. And I thought I avoided all the hype, right? Get out of English to avoid all the hype, all the craziness that is Blooming Waters. Yeah, you know how crazy these are going in Canada right now, that they are actually filling up the carts before the store opens just to stop the chaos. Okay, so that's how Canada is handling it right now. So you can just buy your 10 in a cart as soon as you walk in, push it and check out. So, and these are going for double. So 151, Twilight Masquerade, everything's still in English, it's still going crazy, right? But the Japanese part, Terrasso Festival, like I said, I was able to get these for $57. Now it's over $100, and that's not a good sign. I thought the Japanese side was gonna be able to reprint to the ground, and that is what they did with 151. 151 was a $200 booster box upon release, and everybody was jumping on the gravy train. Right? Everyone thought this is gonna go $400, $500, $600 next Eevee Hero set, right? But they were able to print once there. It went back up, they reprinted again, another reprint as low as $60, and now it's back up to $100. So you could buy it at the low. So like I said, I was buying Eevee Terrasso Festival for $57 because I thought that's gonna be the lowest it's gonna be. $65 is as low as 151. Equal demand, greater demand depending on which one you believe is the better set, but $60 mark, very fair deal. That's how much Super Electric Breaker is going for. So what can we do in a situation like this where it looks like the market is shifting over to Japanese as well? The booster parts are going up in value. Like this is $200, and all of these Battle Partners not as good of a set. It's already asking for $100, which is pretty close to what Japanese Shiny Treasure was on release day or pre-release prices, because it was selling for $90 on this chart right now. And then you just wait for reprints. I think the best play right now is to sit on your hands. If you don't want to pay $100 for a booster box and you want to go back to $50 booster boxes, $40 booster boxes for a bad set, or sets like it's not going to be as good performing as Terrasso Festival or 151, $30, $40, $50 booster boxes will come back. You just got to wait for the reprints. I mean, if 151 can be reprinted enough to come back down to $60 for a S tier set, Battle Partners, I don't see it being an S tier set. That can probably hit as low as $40, $50, because Shiny Treasure to me is not an S tier set, and that held $50 for a good long time. until maybe even another reprint came out and hit $30. Now it's back to $50. So Japanese booster box, I think, are better at reprinting, quicker to demand than the English side is. And maybe there's not as many scalpers over there in the Japanese side as there is over here on the English side. So booster boxes tend to be able to fall down quicker. Even this Iono set on Clay Burst was $100 plus, able to reprint $60, $50. So I still think it's possible that Terrestrial Festival might come back down to $60, $75 maybe. And Battle Partners for sure has to come down. We'll see how the first wave of reprint comes out. So if it's November all the way up to January, that's a long time. That's about 6 months for the reprints to hit and affect it. This was a December set, reprints hit it $40 in March, so 3 months later. This was a July set, reprints hit the lows, what I think is very reasonable, in June. So that's over a year. So it might take a while. By the end of next year, Pokemon hype is going to be done, I think. Just because all the hot sets are done and it's going to be a new era. New eras always have no fanfare, right? You saw the English side, Scarlet and Violet last year had no hype. Booster box going for $90 on the English side. That's gonna be the same thing when the new Gen 10 comes out. Because even the English Japanese side, like the singles, if you didn't FOMO and you paid $1,200 for this card, now you're saving yourself 90%. All right, I don't know what the percentage is, but $227 only, a tenth of the price or a fifth of the price. And then Miriam, another one, $800, probably $1,000 even higher for pre-sales, and now it's a $100 card. So these have like crazy drops when the hype's over, right? In a moment like this, we're seeing the same thing happen again that was 2023 when waifu cards were the craze. And if that's gonna come back with the Battle Partner set, so be it. Right? We'll move on, we'll avoid it, we'll come back to it later. What you can do is actually focus on buying singles. I think Terrestrial Festival singles are still very reasonable at this price, right? And they might go down a little more once the English side comes out, or it could be the opposite effect where English just pull rates are horrible and people just jump over to the Japanese side, because it was horrible pull rates that what we've been seeing on the illegal streams of people breaking these boxes early. Then these prices will probably jump up because we were like, I'm not gonna pay $1,000 for a Moonbreon or $500 for a Leafeon, and they'll just buy these ones, and these might be $70, $80 overnight, right? Because for Japanese, especially illustration rares, I think what's fair for a high-end chase card is like $60, because that's what Greninja went for, that's what Latias went for. So those were the biggest chase cards up to this point, and even Pikachu was a $250 chase card, so Umbreon being $300, fair price, so the two biggest names. So I think $60 where $70 where these two where they were at their lows is what I consider fair value. If you're seeing like evolutions going around that price, I think that's fair value. And obviously the biggest names are going to be more like Charizard, Pikachu, Umbreon. They'll command the premium, right? And then waifu, she's going to command a premium also now, I guess, again in Japanese. So singles to me are still a fair play in Japanese. Like they're not bad. These prices are not bad. Like this is about the same price as English, which is kind of rare. But the art rares or the illustration rares is still the best deal in the market for buying Japanese. Oh, wow, this has jumped up to $51. So even the Japanese market goes up in value. So I bought this for $25, I swear. And this was $5. So again, don't wait too long to buy your singles in Japanese, because they immediately hit rock bottom, I feel like, most of the time, because the market's fair over there. There's not much buyouts and all that stuff, because $6 card, I remember, yeah, a lot of these are like $3, $4 cards, and now they're kind of increasing in value just because less cards are out there and more people are jumping over to Japanese now, because people come back and want to collect 151. They're not buying this at $40 in English, I think. They might buy just this at $8. So the bleed over effect is affecting the booster box value right now, and then I think the singles will follow as well. So invest in Japanese actually might work out. We might make a video about that now, but the singles, I think, illustration rare wise or art rares are still a great deal, because you're getting cards, like I said, $3, $5 over there, and that's a great deal compared to the English side, which is crazy expensive for the same cards. So I would still say buy singles. Right now, focus on buying the singles you want. Don't focus on having to rip. Is the price to rip is no longer worth it in my eyes. If you're asking $100 for a booster box to rip, the fun factor for me is not worth it. There's no great chase card in this set for me. And so if I pull anything out here for $100, I would not feel like I got my money's worth. And that's the thing I did, that depends. And that's what I factor in when it comes to buying a sealed product to open. Is there a chase card in there that's worth the excitement of $100 exchange for that price, you know? So depending on how you feel about it, I say focus on singles, avoid ripping for a period of time. It's only going to get worse, guys. Battle Partners already this much. Then we got Team Rocket. Then we got Black and White set coming out. I think it's time to just invest in Seal and flip that if you want to be a part of it, but just buy the singles. The Japanese singles are still, in my eyes, the best deal out there. So hopefully this video helped. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.